Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And for those of you who saw my post on the community tab over on YouTube, you know that I did pick up a new camera to shoot my regular videos, but I am working on tweaking the settings. I'm going to need a couple days just to get the picture quality the way I want it. So I thought I would do another collection video in the meantime so that at least I have some new content up for you guys to enjoy while I work on the camera. And so what I've decided to do today is share my complete 4K Blu-ray collection. I know not everybody's into 4K, but I've had quite a few people request this video, so I thought this would be a good day to do it. And it's not going to be a huge video. It's not going to be a super long video because I only have like one and a half cases, bookshelves of stuff to show you. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'm just going to go through the titles. Like, again, as always, I'll keep my commentary short, and we're just going to blow through these. And I will start with the first shelf. Try not to do the shaky cam. That's not as easy as it seems. I always thought it would be a lot easier. First one is 3:10 to Yuma. 2001 A Space Odyssey, which just looks incredible on the 4K. 10 Cloverfield Lane. A Simple Favor, which, did I need it in 4K? Not necessarily, but I picked it up anyway. A Star is Born. Fantastic. The Accountant. Another one. I love this movie. It's a great action movie. Across the Universe, a good musical if you are a Beatles fan. And I am not a big musical person, but I really enjoy this one because I'm a huge Beatles fan. The new 40th anniversary of Alien. You guys saw the Steelbook if you saw the recent pickup video, but I did have to double dip because I had to have the slipcover. I know, I'm crazy. I'll probably sell the Steelbook. American Assassin, which I think is a fun movie. American Made, really good movie. I saw it in the theaters, and it looks really good on 4K. American Psycho, the transfer on this looks amazing. If you're a fan and you haven't upgraded yet, definitely do yourself a favor and check it out. Annihilation, another one that seems like it was just made for 4K. Ant-Man and Wasp with the cool lenticular front. That one looks good too. Apollo 13, another great one, another great space movie. Atomic Blonde, not my favorite movie, but it looked decent in 4K. Avengers Infinity War, awesome in 4K. Bad Santa 2, haven't watched it yet. Bad Times at the El Royale, love the movie, and the 4K looks pretty good. Lego Batman movie, a fun one, haven't watched it on the 4K yet. The Big Lebowski. Black Klansman, Black Panther, one of my favorites from 2018, Blade Runner, Bohemian Rhapsody, and I really love this cover. I went with this instead of the Steelbook. Braveheart, looks really good with the new transfer. Brawl in Cell Block 99, excellent movie if you haven't seen it yet. Just talked about this one in the last video. Bumblebee, looks great in 4K. Central Intelligence, just a fun movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart, but the 4K looks outstanding. Really, really good quality. And another really good one, Christine. This one cleaned up really well, so it looks really good if you haven't seen it. And then, of course, I just got the newly released 4K of Civil War. Okay, I'm going to move down to the next shelf, and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, here we are at shelf 2, so we'll just keep rolling. Cliffhanger. Good Stallone movie. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is the 40th anniversary edition. Cloverfield. Coco, great Pixar movie. Creed. You know all how we feel about Creed. We love Creed. Creed 2. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, looks awesome in 4K. The Batman Begins, the trilogy, so it's going to be The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Darkest Hour. Yes, another version of Deadpool, because we don't have enough already. And then there's, of course, Deadpool 2, which this is the one that has the, it has the book in it. Like the storybook, the adult kids storybook, if that makes any sense to you. Deepwater Horizon, which looks amazing in 4K. It is such a huge jump from the Blu-ray. I thought it was just, it blew me away. Downsizing, I know a lot of people didn't care for this one, but I liked it, you know, but what do I know? I'm not that critical of films usually, unless they're really bad. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Dread. Dunkirk, which I tell everyone, if you don't know a lot about the Battle of Dunkirk, it makes an excellent double feature with Darkest Hour. If you watch Darkest Hour first and then Dunkirk afterwards, it is an entirely different experience than watching them as standalones. E.T. with the cool lenticular cover. It's a nice little box set. Equalizer 2, and I do have Equalizer and Equalizer 2 both on Steelbook and 4K. Everest. Great act, like an adventure survival movie. Really good though, really touching. The Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2. One of my favorite sci-fi type movies, Ex Machina from A24. This is a great movie. If you've not seen it, even if you're not a fan of sci-fi, I actually watched it with someone who doesn't like sci-fi and she loved it. So definitely check out Ex Machina. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Still haven't watched it. I just recently picked it up. And Fury, which is a film that I liked much better the second time around at home than when I watched it in the theater. I missed a lot of dialogue in the theater. So we're going to go on to shelf 3 and we'll keep this rolling. Okay, here we are at shelf 3. And the first title is Stallone in First Blood. Now, of course, I kept the trilogy together, so they are not alphabetized. Rambo, First Blood Part 2. And Rambo 3. Those look amazing. The transfers are so good. They cleaned up so great. Gatsby. Get Out, which I really, really love this film. Great film. A classic. Gladiator. Glass. I enjoyed it. I have to watch it again, though. I was a little confused, but I'm always confused. Goodfellas, which surprisingly looks really, really good on the 4K. And one of the best transfers last year was Grease. This looks really good on 4K. The Great Wall, which I have not watched yet. Green Book. Love it. Love the movie. Love the 4K. The Greatest Showman, a good family movie, family-friendly movie. Groundhog Day, good classic fun. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now here's a great one, Hell or High Water. It is a great film and the 4K is outstanding. I mean, the Blu-ray looked great, but the 4K is just a total, like, a new level, especially because of all the outdoor shots, and great movie overall. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I thought it was fun. Kick-Ass. A little different kind of superhero movie. King Arthur. Haven't watched it yet, but I hear it's fun. The Kingsman. The Golden Circle. And again, I have the other ones on Steelbook. And that's another thing. If there are titles that are missing from my 4K collection, I probably have them on Steelbook, and I'm just saving the Steelbooks for another day to do an entire Steelbook collection overview. Hacksaw Ridge, fantastic war movie and looks excellent on 4K. Hereditary, which I showed you with my horror collection, as I did Halloween 2018, and the original Halloween, which if you have the 35th anniversary Blu-ray of Halloween, I don't know that you necessarily need this 4K because it's not that big of a jump, but if you're going from, say, the original Blu-ray to the 4K, you're going to see a much bigger improvement, but that, you know, that's just my 2 cents. Hostels. I enjoyed that movie. Hotel Artemis. It was okay. It wasn't great. Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. It was just okay. I would probably have suggested renting it. Hotel Transylvania 3, always a good time. How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Love both of those. Can't wait to see the third one. I Am Legend. And Inception, another great one. Okay, we're going to go down to the last shelf in this stack. In this bookcase, I'm sorry. Okay, once again, I am back down on the floor to do this bottom row, so I'm going to try and blow through this as fast as I can. I am too old to be down here. First one is Interstellar. It. In the Heart of the Sea, which is just such a good movie. Really, really good. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the one with Jim Carrey. Kin, which I have not watched yet, but I hear really good things. Kong, Skull Island, which I really enjoyed, and I thought it looked great on the 4K. La La Land. Now, don't hate me for these two. These are guilty pleasures, absolutely. The Tomb Raider ones. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. I know, not good films at all, but, you know, cheesy, fun, girl action films. The Lego Movie. Can't not love that. Leon the Professional. Life of Pi, which I really enjoyed that. The Little Mermaid, which I have not watched on 4K yet, but, you know, it's a Little Mermaid. How can you not love it? Logan, fantastic, and it looks great on 4K. Probably my favorite one, probably my favorite X-Men movies. Logan Lucky. Lone Survivor, which I really enjoyed this one. Tough movie to watch, but really, really good, and it looks great on the 4K. Lord of War, which just recently came out, and it looks good. Love, Simon. Love the movie, and it was actually, fun fact, the first movie I ever reviewed on this channel, so if you want to see a cringeworthy video, go find that one, because it's pretty bad. Lucy. Not the greatest movie, but it looks fantastic on 4K. Marrowbone, and you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a little bit, you know that I really enjoy this one. Highly recommend that. The Martian, love this movie. This was so much better than I ever expected it to be. I thought I was going to be bored to death. I loved it. The Matrix. I actually have the trilogy on Steelbook, and to be honest, I really do prefer the older Blu-ray box set, which I can show you at another time. I think they look better than the 4K transfers. Mayhem, which was a lot of fun. Mission Impossible, the first one, not the greatest transfer. Mission Impossible 2, decent. Mission Impossible 3, good movie, but the transfer starts to get better as they go along. 4 looks pretty good, and 5 looks much better. So they get better as they go along as far as how the 4K looks. And of course, love Mission Impossible Fallout. And the last one is Murder on the Orient Express. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to move over to my next small case, and we should be able to wrap that up pretty quickly. I'm getting up off the floor. Okay, here I am in my weird little case. I have 3 short little shelves to show you, and then we will wrap this one up. And this first one is the most recent chapter in the Conjuring franchise, The Nun. Not the greatest movie. It just relied too much on jump scares, but the 4K looked decent enough. Ocean's 8, it was okay. I don't think it was as bad as everyone, you know, said it was. Overlord, I enjoyed it. It was very, very loud, and it gave my home theater quite a workout, but I enjoyed that one. The original Pet Sematary, which looks amazing on 4K. Another one that I totally underestimated, Phantom Thread. I put off watching this movie for the longest time because I thought it was going to be boring. It is anything but boring. If you have not seen it, definitely put it on your list of movies to see. It is shockingly good. Philadelphia, the 25th anniversary. More guilty pleasures. Don't judge me. Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect 2. Pitch Perfect 3. Sometimes I just have to be a girl and just not think about action movies and superheroes. The Prestige, Predator, which is a fun one, Punisher, which I really enjoy this, and I'm not the biggest John Travolta fan, but I actually liked him in this one. Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich, a little weird, not my favorite in the Puppet Master franchise. The Purge Anarchy, which is my favorite in the series. The Purge Election Year. Push, pretty cool. And the last one is Ready Player One. This was the Target with the cool lenticular cover. And I love this movie because of all the pop culture references and Easter eggs. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so let's see if we can go down to the next shelf without making everybody sick. Red 1 and 2. Haven't watched it yet. The Revenant. Love this one. Saw it in the theater. Loved it on 4K. Saving Private Ryan looks phenomenal in 4K. Schindler's List. I took a peek at it. What I saw looked good, but I have not sat down and rewatched it yet. The Shallows. Fantastic. Looks great in 4K. Sicario. And Sicario Day of the Soledad. Enjoyed both. Solo. Yes, I'm a fan. Don't hate me. I did not mind it. Split. I'm a big fan of that. The Shape of Water. A little weird. Not my favorite Guillermo del Toro film, and I am a huge fan of his, but I have to give this another chance because I only saw it once in the theater, so I do need to give it another chance, another watch. Step Brothers. Fun, fun, fun. Straight Outta Compton. I really, really like this movie. I think it's really great. Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Who doesn't love that? Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. It's a DC animated film, and I have some more of those to show you at the end. Sully, which just is phenomenal. It's probably one of the best 4K transfers I've seen. It's probably it's in the top 3. It's really, really great. And a good movie. The Original Superman, the movie with Christopher Reeves. Tarzan. Really enjoyed that movie. And Terminator 2 Judgment Day. All right, I'm going to do the third shelf and the DC animated, and we're done. Okay, my friends, we're on the last shelf. And the first one is Thor Ragnarok. Good luck trying to get a slipcover for that one. The Town. Transformers. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Age of Extinction. And The Last Night. Now, they look amazing on 4K. They're not the best movies. I like the first two. After that, but they look amazing. A Quiet Place. Unforgiven. Love it. Valerian. Haven't watched it yet, but I got it on a really cheap sale from Best Buy. Warm Bodies. A great zombie romantic comedy. War Dogs. Great movie based on a true story. War for the Planet of the Apes. My favorite of the trilogy. What's your favorite of the trilogy? Let me know in the comments. Warrior. Great movie. Great 4K movie. Tom Hardy is phenomenal in it. Why Him? Silly comedy. It wasn't really one that I wanted to watch. It's okay. I would say it's more of a rental and definitely doesn't have to be on 4K. This one I just got today. I can't wait to watch it. I love the movie, The Witch, and I can't wait to see how the 4K transfer worked out. Wonder. Really good movie. Good performances all around. And the last one here is X-Men Apocalypse, which I thought looked really good. Now I'm going to just show you my DC animated movies, and we're going to call it. The first one is Reign of the Supermen, Throne of Atlantis, Constantine, City of Demons, The Death of Superman, and Batman Gotham by Gaslight, which I really, really like this one. And in case you're wondering, on the bottom shelf here, there's some NECA figures. This one is the Pale Man from Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if you can see him. I picked him up at the MonsterCon. And then we have the kid with the bomb from The Devil's Backbone. Hopefully get rid of the glare on that. I just got that this week. Haven't even had a chance to set it up yet. But you have the bomb that was in the middle of the courtyard. And this is the little guy from the, you know, the pool. And some dead plants. So, that is my 4K collection, my 4K Blu-ray collection without the steelbooks. I did not do the steelbooks, so that'll be in a separate video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it for you. If you did like it, please give me a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload again. And I'm going to get the camera up and running. I'm going to take the next few days and fiddle around with the settings so that we have a nice picture and it can actually focus. But I am going to get that up and running so that I can have some more content posted for you sooner than later. So that's going to do it for me today. I want to thank you guys as always for being here. You know I appreciate your support. And for today, that's a wrap.